Hello students. So this video is about the truth table and the compound conjunction. In a previous video, we have seen that how the compound propositions can be derived from the simple propositions using connectives, logical connectives. So let's start. Today's video will start with the truth table. What is a truth table? Truth table is nothing but which displays the relationship between the truth values of prepositions. Now, if we have given a two simple proposition that is combined by a logical connectives, then the truth value of these two propositions can be displayed using a truth table. It determines the truth values of proposition and constructed from a simple proposition. So this is what the truth table. I will show you how to draw a truth table. So let's say I have two proposition P and a proposition Q. Proposition Q. Then the truth value for these two are nothing but the true and false. And the another truth value for the Q is nothing but again true and false. But this is not only the what say combination. The combination can be true and here it is false. Combination can be false. Here it can be a true value. So this is nothing but what the truth table. So this is called as the truth table. And after having a value of this logical connectives of this both, then you will write down the compound conjunction truth value over here. Fine. This is what the truth table is. Moving to the next, let's talk about the logical connectives. So the first logical connective is nothing but the negation of proposition. The negation of proposition. If P is the statement, the negation of P is the statement not P. That is denoted by not P using this symbol. Sometimes it can be denoted by this symbol or not P. That is upper cap. And sorry, but it is not shown in the video. But here you can have upper cap like this. So it is like this. So negation of P. It is not the case that P. For example, my P proposition. Now, as I explained, this is nothing but what your declarative sentence, which is represented by a symbol P. And I also explained that whenever you will solve a problem, rather than having the whole statement, I can have only a symbol. So I will use only symbol. So P represents it is Friday. That's why negation of P will represent it is not Friday. So let's say P have a truth value true. So negation of P will be false. Let's say P have a false value. The negation of P will be what? True value. So this is what the negation is. Moving to the next logical connective, it is nothing but the conjunction of proposition. The conjunction of proposition is nothing but if P and Q are statements. Now this proposition, now onwards, the propositions will have minimum at least two propositions in a statement. So coming to the point, if P and Q are the statements, the conjunction of P and Q is the compound statement, that is P and Q. It is represented by this symbol, that is down arrow. So this is what the P and Q. Example, if P is today is Friday and Q represent it is raining today. So this is what now called as a truth table, where P and Q are the simple prepositions which is having their truth value in the combination. So this is P and Q. And what is P and Q? P and Q will be true only if P is true and Q is true. In another cases where anyone is a false, then it become a false. This is what the P and Q. This proposition is true on rainy Fridays. Yes, because it is saying that it is rainy today and it has to be today means what? Friday. So it is said that it is true on rainy Fridays and is false on any day that is not Friday and on Friday when it does not rain. So in any case where both of this condition get false, it does not give you a true value. So in summarization, P and give you a true value only if either of condition, both condition are true. So this is what the conjunction of proposition. Moving to the next logical connective, this is disjunction of proposition. So disjunction of proposition is if P and Q are the statements, the disjunction of P and Q is the compound statement P or Q denoted by P or Q, that is again opposite representation of and value. Again, we'll take the same example, that is today is Friday and Q represents it is raining today. So this is what the truth table. These are the nothing but the all possible values of P and Q, and this is the result of P or Q compound conjunction. So P or Q will be a true when either of P or Q become a true. So this is either case. So true, true, true. Here true, false. So P is true. That's why it is true. False, true. Here Q is true. That's why it is true. But here no proposition is true. That's why compound proposition is false. We can say that this proposition is true on any day. That is either Friday or rainy day. It is only false on that day, that is not Friday, and when it is does not rain. So this is what the disjunction of proposition, which is exactly opposite of conjunction. Next logical operator is nothing but the implication of proposition. Now implication of proposition says if P and Q are the statements, the compound statement P then Q, which is denoted by P arrow Q pointing towards the Q, is called as a conditional statement or implication. The statement P over here is called as a antecedent or hypothesis, and Q is called as the consequent or conclusion. It is a useful way to remember that implication is true when its hypothesis is false. When its hypothesis is false, is to think of a contrast or obligation. If the condition specified by such a statement is false, no obligation is in force. So this statement will be more explainable after looking at the more examples. So let's have a more about the implication of proposition. That is the there are many ways to express this implication. So these are a few way common ways are noted down here, that are if P then Q, P implies Q, if P Q, P only if Q, P is sufficient for Q, Q if P, Q whenever P, Q is necessary for P. So these are some common way to express this expression, that is P implies Q. Now let's move towards the example for implication. Again the same example where P denote today is Friday and Q denote it is raining today. So this is what the hypothesis and this is what the conclusion. So we can say that it is false in the case where the conclusion is false but the hypothesis is true. So it gives us idea that your conclusion will be false only when your hypothesis is true. So the truth table for the implication suggests that this is true when both are true, this is true again when it is false but conclusion is true, and again the third case of truthness is when this is false and this is false. This proposition is true on any day, that is either Friday or rainy day. It is only false on a day that are not Friday and it does not rain. So please keep in mind that when your conclusion is false and your hypothesis is true, then only P implies Q get false. In other cases, it becomes true. So this is about the implication of proposition. Let's have again another example where is P denoting P plus 2 is equal to 4 and Q denotes X gives X plus 1 value, that is this value will be assigned to the X value if X is 0 before this statement encountered. So let's say if X is 0, since 2 plus 2 is true, so this is what my hypothesis is, so it is what the true. The assignment statement, that is X is equal to X plus 1 is executed. It is true, that's why it is executed. Hence X has the value that 0 is plus 1, as we have considered 0 initially as X initially as 0. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1 after this statement is encountered. So this is what the implication is. Related implication of propositions. Now there are some various forms of the implication. So the implication, that is P gives Q, can be have another implications like converse. Converse of P implies Q. It is nothing but the Q implies P. So this is what the converse of P gives Q is. Q gives P. Inverse of P gives Q is nothing but the negation of both. That is negation of P gives negation of Q. And the contrapositive suggests that it is an implication of negation of P, that is, and gives negation of P. That is the inverse of this converse. So converse and contrapositive are the obligatory to each other, and the inverse and the simple proposition are nothing but the obligatory to each other. So these are some related implications. Let's have an example of related implication. Example: if today is Thursday, then I have a test today. So what will be the converse implication of the same example? This is what, again, the P. uh, let's say this is P and this is what the Q. So my P suggests that today is Thursday and today I have a test today. So converse is nothing but what? If I have a test today, that is what we have seen, that Q gives P. That is nothing but the converse. So Q is nothing but that today uh, I have a test, then today is Thursday. So this is what the converse. What I said, that contrapositive is nothing but the obligation of this converse. So obligation will be negation of Q gives negation of P. So what is the negation of Q? That I do not have test today, then today is not Thursday. So let's check it out. If I do not have a test today, then today is Thursday. So this is what the correct. It is very simple to represent. Now these all are the final is nothing but what? The bidirectional proposition. So bidirectional proposition suggests that if P and Q are the statements, the compound statement P, if and only if Q, denoted by P bidirectional arrow Q, is called as a bidirectional. The bidirectional is true when both implication P gives Q and Q gives P are true. So we have seen about the P implies Q and Q implies P. So if when the case is that when this true both are true, then P bidirectional Q become true. Because of this terminology, it is said as P if and only if Q. So this is what the truth table for the P bidirectional Q is nothing but it become true when the both are true, and it become true when both are false. So this is what the truth table for bidirectional proposition. So there are more examples on the compound proposition. So these are the for practice. Let's I will show you one example. So okay, coming to our example, the example is about the construct a truth table for P and Q or negation of P. Now here, always remember that here we have asked for the or of two entities. So two entities, let's say this is A or B. Now what is A? A is nothing but this whole bracket is representation of A, and what is B? That is negation of Q. Now whenever we'll have a value of A, we need to calculate the truth table for P and Q separately, and after the having the truth table for this, we can OR it with the this value. So this is what the compound proposition. So let's start. So this is the answer. So let's try to have it by our own. I will show you one example. So the same example where the truth table is blank. So let's have this is true, this is true, this is true, then this is false, this is false, then it is true, then it is false, when it is false. So it's all are nothing but the combinations. So P and Q. But I said where the when the P and Q is true, when only the both are true. In another cases, so all are nothing but the false. What is the negation of P? Now this is negation of P. Now I have solved this P and Q in the column C. Now negation of P, I am concentrating on this value. So negation of P will be false, false, true, true. Negation of P is nothing but the negation of this A column. So this is what. And now E is nothing but what? E column suggests that C, column C, or column D. So you have to have only these two values, so C and D. So this is ORing with each other. So what is OR? This is nothing but true, false, true, false, 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 true, and true. So we got this answer. So the truth table for this is nothing but this. So let's check it out. True, false, true, true. So I got the answer true, false, true, true. Likewise, you can have your construction of truth table. So you can solve more examples. These are given to you. So this is all about the compound proposition. In summary, compound propositions are nothing but the combination of more than two simple propositions which are connected by the logical connectives. So logical connectives are five. First is negation, where if the value is true, then the negation of the value will be false. Likewise, second is nothing but the and, that is also called as the conjunction. So conjunction is true only when both are true. The third one is nothing but the disjunction. So in disjunction, it is become true when either of the proposition is true. Then the fourth one is nothing but the implication. Implication says when your hypothesis is false but your conclusion is true, then it is only false. In other cases, it is true. And the fifth one is nothing but the bidirection. So bidirection suggests that when P gives Q and Q gives P are true, then P bidirection Q is true. So the cases are when both propositions are true or both propositions are false, then it is true. So this is all about the compound propositions. Students, have a practice on it. In next video, we will see about more about propositions. Thank you.